Voila! Hello, folks. Welcome to Matrix Talk. And today we're going to analyze the fear of childless cat ladies with the Matrix. And in case anybody is new to us over on YouTube, just because you clicked on about the fearless cat ladies, we use a diagram called the Matrix to analyze behavior. And it looks just like that. It's very simple. Got senses at the top, mind at the bottom, satisfaction over to the right, relief over to the left. And so obviously your senses are your five senses in your mind is what's going on in your mind. The horizontal line has to do with you do a behavior and it either results in satisfaction or relief because you did it. So now the first round of it is who's important to you. Let me put that in the lower right. So what is go really brief this time? It's just that. Who's important to you, and you write it down like your wife or your kids or something. In the lower left quadrant, that's yucky stuff like fear and pain and stuff like that. And in the upper left, there's behaviors that you do to get relief from the fear and the pain and stuff like that. So you see how the arrow goes there. And in the upper right, of course, it's stuff that you've done in the service of who's important to you. You might go talk to your wife or take your significant other out to dinner or something, play with your children, that kind of stuff. Okay. And so you notice all of that stuff. Now there's another loop that we use to do this analysis of behavior. And that one is it's real quick, it's real easy. It's almost exactly the same, except that first one we just did is about analyzing your own behavior. Just you. But the second one, now this gets where we have a shared purpose. And in the lower right, we say, what's our shared purpose? So we have a group of people who have a shared purpose. Now, for the purposes of what we've been doing lately, Phil and I live in the United States. And so we have a shared purpose of our fellow U.S. citizens of supporting the Constitution and the democracy and that stuff, the stuff of our, that's what we've been talking about a lot lately. Now we're in the same stuff. Is there yucky stuff like fear and stuff that shows up? Sure, absolutely. And then you may well do relief behaviors to get rid of like the fear about going about doing shared purpose stuff. And in the upper right is where you get satisfaction. You vote, right? Yay, or you support your candidate of choice or whatever you're doing. And now we analyze behavior. And you'll notice that we're a couple of psychologists, and that's all we're trying to do here is analyze behavior. And so, writ large, all behaviors come down to two things. You're either doing the behavior to get relief, or you're doing the behavior to get satisfaction. That's it. If you want to get complicated about it, over to the left is negative reinforcement. And over to the right is positive reinforcement. And so looking at human behavior can get complicated, so we simplify it with this diagram. And so, one of the big things in the news has been J.D. Vance, and in 2021, he gave an interview with Tucker Carlson, and he was essentially afraid that childless cat women were running the country. Or from the look on his face and the sound in his voice, it sounded like he had a fear. So I probably injected that. But the way he said it was that, we needed to, whoever was with him in 2021, was something about fearless cat Well, his fear of childless cat ladies running the country. That's what it was. Now, he has since done a more recent interview and doubled down on that and saying it was a metaphor, simile, or something. I don't know. And but then I listened to it, and he still didn't make clear what he was afraid of. So here we go. So we look at I want to look at it from the point of view of the shared purpose, because anybody who knows J.D. Vance, show him the Matrix and say, here you go, you can try and figure out why you were spouting off about doing the behavior of saying out loud your fear of childless cat lady. That's a behavior that we can all can see. So were you doing it for satisfaction, or were you doing it to get relief? Fear of progressive ideas. What he put up there. Yeah. We don't know. Okay. And so now the fear of progressive ideas, I can't.
That would be
I have the wrong glasses on. That's why I can't see it.
Shibata.
Says, right. So if we look at it from the point of view of the other diagram, which is a shared purpose one, and so then we look at, well, in the United States, I'm just going to come down on the side of, if you're out there spouting in public, you need to be supporting the Constitution and the democracy and that stuff. Okay. That's our shared purpose, period. So now we get into how was his behavior of talking about childless cat ladies. Then it makes more sense. He's afraid that they're what, destroying the democracy, you think? What do you think, Phil?
Oh yeah, he's afraid they're going to take over
They're going to take over
and mess with our democracy.
and mess with our democracy. And so from that point of view of this shared purpose, so he's now saying that's how we would interpret it. That, oh, so you're saying you're afraid that now childless cat ladies are taking over. So now he's since said that no, that's just a metaphor.
Yeah.
Okay. So who's he trying to represent? I think he mentioned oligarchs. So apparently childless cat ladies in his head got mixed up with oligarchs, which are rich people who run the country. So now with them being oligarchs, so it's childless cat ladies with a lot of money who are running the country with all that money by buying off politicians and stuff. So, now, folks, you'll see that you could reach your own conclusions. We're just looking at the diagram and trying to figure it out from a human behavior point of view. But let's go to another level, Phil.
Sure.
Influence.
Oh. Okay.
Because when we humans, even myself and Phil, everybody, when we open our mouths, even before we open our mouths, but let's make it simple and say when we open our mouths, in earshot of other people, you're influencing them. You can't not influence is the famous double negative.
Can't get out of that game.
You can't get out of influence. You are influencing. By the way, you're even influencing if you're quiet. I mean, that would be like you walk in someplace and there's a 6 foot 10 inch 400-pound person who walks up next to you and starts staring at you. They don't say a word. What do you think, Phil? That you think that influenced you?
Well, something was going to be showing up inside of me for sure. And I'm probably going to be taking a step back before I even utter a word.
Exactly. So I mean, you don't have to open your mouth to influence somebody. You can
Nope,
do
I
it
have
with
been influenced.
you can do it just with your physical presence, how you dress, how you talk. Not how well, now we say talking. So anyway, but he was on Tucker Carlson when he first said this. And so he was, let's say, who's he trying to influence? And what was he trying to influence him toward?
Or,
I don't know.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah,
anyway, you know, I know this is a bit tongue in cheek, okay, but the diagram's serious. It really is. The
yeah.
diagram is what it is. It's a diagram of
That's it.
either one person looking at their behaviors or a group of people looking at their behaviors in the light of, well, what's our purpose? What are we trying to head for? For an individual, it's usually about who's important to you. So on his level, I suppose he was saying it. Well, he was either saying it to like support his wife or something,
Could
or
be.
he was saying it to relieve his fear. Okay.
Yeah.
On the group level, okay, he's trying to say it to, well, I'm trying to help all of you out. Childless cat ladies are taking over. So I really don't know. I can't, how do you vote out childless cat ladies? You can't do that.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just trying to think of, I get, he must have been trying to influence 2021. I don't know. Trying to preserve conservative ideas. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Could be.
You know, I've known some conservative childless cat ladies.
Yeah.
I grew up in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I met conservative
Oh,
childless cat
there's
ladies.
a couple live down the block from me, I think.
so, so he must have been worried about liberal
Ah,
child.
now there's another level of analysis.
But he didn't say that.
Oh,
But given he was on Tucker Carlson back when he was still on Fox, and Fox tends to beef up the conservative
yeah, right.
things, I'll go with Shabata.
Yeah, yeah.
Definitely, he was trying to preserve conservative ideas. Okay. But he needed to be more explicit. He needed to separate out the conservative cat ladies versus the liberal cat ladies.
Yeah, instead of taking them all with one brush.
So, yeah, put them all together. And, you know, and
well, then he called it a metaphor, which makes it better.
What do you call when you lump all of the childless cat ladies together in one pile instead of discriminating between the big, some of them are conservatives and some of them are liberals? There must be an ism there somewhere.
Oh my gosh.
Cat ladyism or
yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. Anybody who wants to join in and do this and play with it on that. But yeah. Our point is this. You can, and we do this, it's an occupational hazard. If somebody says something like that, and then we're going back trying to figure out the behavioral sense of it.
Where are they going with that?
Respects of patriarchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, somebody, I'll add something to that because but when he made the first comment in 2021, he included Pete Buttigieg, who in no way, shape, or form looks like a female.
Nope.
But he lumped him in with the childless cat ladies.
Yeah.
So
I guess there was room to put him in there in his room in the file.
Right. Oh, I've heard that Kamala Harris likes Venn diagrams.
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
Yes.
So, well, in his Venn diagram, he included
they were right. Yeah. Right.
Which really just blows my mind.
You really.
I don't know how he did that, but he must have been afraid of something.
Yep.
And that's why I put fear, analyzing the fear of childless cat ladies. Now, remember when I was a kid, maybe you too, Phil, there was always this thing we were thinking Freudian, and I mean when I was a little kid, grade school.
Oh yeah.
And we'd say something like, "Yeah, his mother must have been frightened when his mother was pregnant with him.
Yeah,
she must have been frightened by childless cat ladies." And that lady, we would say, I'm pretty sure that's been debunked of any kind. Where did he come up with that anyway? Childless cat ladies. Honestly, in my lifetime, I had never spent a moment before this thinking about them.
Yeah. But now it's there.
Oh my God, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
I even saw a childless
cat
lady t-shirt.
T-shirts, memes, TikTok. Cash Lady Pack Committee.
Oh yeah, I love that. The pack, the Childless Cat Lady Political Action Committee.
He started a movement.
By the way, I went to dinner with friends last night, and the female part of it is a childless cat lady.
Yeah,
so she was offended, which I can certainly understand why. And what if you're a childless cat guy? You got left out.
I'm feeling discriminated against. What about me?
What about me? I've been left out. I don't know. But the fun of it is, folks, whether you take fun of it or not, fun with it or not, you can look at yourself using the Matrix, and you can certainly look at his behavior. Now, you got to go ask him when it comes to the first one.
Right.
That's the rule. You got to go ask. We can
go to the person who uttered the words.
And since he's saying stuff out in the public realm, we can play with it.
Yeah.
We can guess about what he's up to. But we really, without asking him, we can't get at it.
Nope.
On the other side, though, on the protecting democracy thing, protecting the Constitution, fair game.
Yeah.
We're like, okay.
We're all over that.
And we're scratching our chins going, how is that protecting the Constitution and the democracy? And Nevada has come in and said he was
ideas.
Are they written into there's people called constitutionalists, right? They try and follow the Constitution.
Yeah, try to interpret it, right?
Very closely. Is that what you
mean by this?
Yeah. Maybe that's what he was trying to do. We would have to analyze it. Once again, the diagram is real. We didn't make it up. We're just having a conversation about why he said childless cat ladies. What was the motivation? What was And we can disagree. Now, if indeed his comments about childless cat ladies he thought was defending the democracy,
Yeah, he was lining it up.
others of us can disagree with that
Yeah.
and say, nah, we don't know.
Yeah, it's part of democracy too.
That's there you go. And that's the part of democracy. We can disagree with it. Then in autocracy, we could get shot for disagreeing.
Ooh, in a hurry.
So,
It off.
So that's why we support the democracy. He's got every right to have a fear and state his fear of childless cat ladies in our democracy. That's fine. But I can disagree with it as being a way of defending the Constitution and the democracy. At least I don't agree with it. I think it's a poor tact.
Yeah,
wouldn't be what I would be doing.
No.
But others might. I'm sure others will disagree with me. Right? So there we go. That's what we're talking about doing. And you know what? Anytime any other politician pops up and says something like that, we'll pop it onto the matrix and we'll
Put
take
it right in there. Let's take a look at it.
And so my sincere hope is that he was trying to defend the Constitution and the democracy in a weird way.
Oh, there's another term that's been thrown around.
What's that?
Well, the Harris team has been saying that JD is kind of weird.
Well, it is weird.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
You don't get to talk about childless cat ladies.
But then they're saying no fair. Then they're saying no fair calling JD weird.
Okay. I just, oh man, I can't go there. It's weird.
No.
Having a thing about childless cat ladies and even using that as a metaphor.
Yeah.
It hits my weird button.
Yeah. They just said it out loud. This is weird.
Well, if you kept it to yourself, fine.
Yeah, right. Yeah, exactly. now it's out there, so people can comment on it, on your metaphor.
Well, and what was the purpose?
Yeah.
We all jump, we get mad about. No, we're really actually doing a serious analysis.
Yeah, we want to know where were you going? Where were you going when you said those words?
Within himself, was it relief? Was it for satisfaction? 2, on a shared purpose level, was he trying to defend the democracy or defend conservative ideals with it? But give me a break. I come from Oklahoma. In case you guys don't know, I mean, I'm in Maine now. I've been in Maine for many, many years. But back in the day, I mean, I hung around with a lot of really, really conservative people. Very conservative. Childless cat ladies would not have come out of their mouth.
That's a new one.
Okay. So he said, well, I was trying to defend conservative ideals. Okay. We might need to work on your messaging.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Might be a good idea. So I don't know what he'll be up to. But any of you can do this with anything. It's always the simpler way to do an analysis of human behavior is go down to the basics. And the basics, basically, you're doing stuff for relief, you're doing stuff for satisfaction. Sometimes you do it for both.
Yep, twofers.
It's called twofers. Let's say if you run for exercise, that's for your health, yay. But it's also getting away from dying or something, right?
Yeah. So, working off your stress, whatever.
Right, working off stress, that kind of stuff. So there's lots of twofers out there. So maybe he was doing a twofer.
Could be.
We'll see. I don't know. Now, as far as where we would have to ask him from deep within him how childless cat ladies showed up as a metaphor.
Yeah.
That's pure mind. Because, I mean, think of it. If we gather together all the childless cat ladies, there's no way they would be a homogenous group of folks. There'd be conservative ones, there'd be independent ones, there'd be liberal,
Yep. There would be socialist ones, all kinds of
communists,
right.
It
Range, a wide range.
really would be. So I don't know. Don't know. But anyway, that's how we've had fun. And we're going to continue to do it. Why are we going to continue to do it? Because we are about supporting the democracy. Period. That's you say, well, you guys seem to be getting political. No, I'm not getting political. We're defending the democracy.
That's it.
The democracy is fine with people disagreeing about how to run the place, but you don't disagree on whether to keep the democracy or not. You just don't do that. So let's keep the democracy,
Yes.
and then we can argue politics later. But right now, there seems to be a move afoot. Oh, come on. They said explicitly that they want to do away with the democracy. Well, it was Trump like 2 days ago, yesterday, said you only got to vote once more. Then it's
One more time. That's it.
Yeah.
Never have to do it again.
No.
Okay.
I will fight against that.
Right.
I really will. I'll fight against it. So I hope others join us in fighting that. I don't want to get rid of Republicans. I don't want to get rid of Democrats. I don't want to get rid of independents. No. But I will fight the people who want to do away with democracy.
Yeah.
That's not okay. And so just in case the cat lady comment was for those purposes, then I would be against it. I would be really against it. Now, if he said, no, the cat lady comment was about defending democracy. Okay. Tell me how that's working.
Still, the question remains.
Yeah. Please explain to me how that's. And if it was just really bad messaging, hey, I've done bad messaging. So yeah.
Fine. Well, it happens. Happens to all of us.
But I want the underlying motivation to be defense of democracy.
Yeah. That's where we're going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Keep the experiment going, this is a tough time for it. It is. All kinds of history would tell us that this is a rough time for a democracy to hang up. It's awfully easy to slip back into an autocracy. I want us to beat the odds. And people say, oh, no. Yeah, come on, the United States beat the odds just getting created.
Yep.
Before they beat the odds. Well, we can beat the odds and keep it going.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Anybody got any other weird stuff they want to send to us? Please send to us. But thus far, well, we can analyze Trump's thing. We'll maybe do that. What do you mean by vote one more time?
Yeah. Oh, man. And you'll never have to do it again.
And is that defending the democracy?
Yeah.
That's easy. Clear. Our choices are clear. You're either defending the democracy or you're not. And you can't sit out.
Yeah. Sounds like a threat. Yeah.
Yeah. And if
that's how I take it.
And then you're going to have a fight on your hands.
Yeah.
A lot of people died to keep this democracy going. I mean, died. So And we'll have to fight. So we'll do it from there. But we're pro-socialists, meaning we pay attention to what's our shared purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And let's do that.
Yeah. And do things like democracy is a process.
Yeah.
It's not a thing that we possess. It's something that we have to actively engage in, doing behaviors
Doing behaviors that are part of the process.
that
Which,
contribute to preserving it.
and of course, the crappy thing is that means you're going to have all kinds of disagreements.
Yeah.
And all kinds of ugly stuff going on. And that's when people say, this is too ugly, let's make it easy. We'll have an autocracy.
Right.
Yikes. Yeah, then you're stuck with one. And no. No, I like I've read the Constitution. I like it. I think is it perfect? No, but getting us in the right direction. Obviously, when the forefathers, they compromised like crazy and they kept slavery in.
Yeah.
Was that a great thing? No. Hell, they didn't give women the right to vote.
Right. And then, because it was a process, they kept tweaking and participating and doing things.
Yeah. And so let's keep doing that. So we'll be back on Friday.
Yes, we will.
Probably with more of this stuff.
Oh yeah. Oh, there's no end of things that we can analyze here as we go through this democratic process.
Yes, we will keep it up. I mean, if Kamala Harris, whatever you want to call it, starts coming out with weird stuff, we'll analyze that too. But
yeah,
thus far,
no,
she's not saying stuff like that.
No.
And I've listened, and I've also listened to Trump, and I've also listened to Vance. We can put it this way: Trump and Vance are winning the weirdness.
I think they've got it locked up right now. I would just hand them whatever the prize is for weirdness. I would hand it to them right now.
But we're not going to hand you the presidency. Hopefully.
No,
that's looking ridiculous. But if maybe they can change my mind and show me how they're supporting the democracy.
Yeah. Connect the dots for me here.
Connect the dots. That's part that's not happening. I like to have in democracies, particularly in democracies like ours, everything is run by the people who show up. By the way, folks, we have a lot of conservative judges because people like me forgot to show up. And precinct meetings and stuff and vote locally. And Tip O'Neill from Boston said, all politics is local.
Yes, see, very wise words.
Man, very wise. So we got beat on the appointment of judges because of
sleep at the wheel.
Yeah. So
folks that show up for events. Yeah, that's it.
And absolutely.
All of that.
More people that vote. I mean, the perfect democracy is everybody votes. Everybody 18, able to do it.
Yeah.
But they all vote. That's the perfect democracy. And another one you'll get my ire up on is people trying to restrict voting. That's not democratic.
No.
See, well, I'm back to the democracy.
Yeah.
So yes, register to vote. Get everybody registered to vote. And we'll just do that. We'll be back. Upper right. That's the upper. By the way, Phil will show you. Support democracy. Well, first register to vote, then vote.
Yeah.
So, perfect. But if anybody tries to get in your way, well, at least have a verbal fight with them.
Yep.
That's it. Anything else you want to say, Phil?
No, I think we've accomplished what we wanted to do today. We have taken an up close look at the fearless cat lady phenomenon.
Yeah.
And, matrixized it a bit, and we're still on, and you're still on. I'm still on. We're going to be looking at behaviors and actions that work to help us preserve democracy and move and keep moving forward.
That's it. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Bye-bye, folks.
Have a good
vote.
Yeah.